Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo, and the other day I got some really pretty beads from my friends over at BB Craft, and today we're going to make a Southwest tropical, I'm combining the two, but we're going to make a necklace, and I'm going to be using some of these really pretty turquoise beads and some of these really pretty sea glass looking beads. And I've got some shell chips that we'll be using. And I think I might add a seashell to it. Not for sure how it's going to turn out, so stay tuned. So this is more of a design with me. I know a lot of you have told me that you know how to make things, but it's kind of difficult for you to come up with the ideas to actually design a piece of jewelry. And so I thought, well, I'll just do a video on that. Now, the other day, let me move these aside. I made this necklace. I have a video all about it. And at first, I had this small chain, and it was too wimpy. So I switched the chain out for a thicker chain, but now I have this chain here. So I'm going to recycle this into this piece here. So let me get my ruler out, and I have, let's see, where'd my jump rings go? There they are. So I have these jump rings that were on here, and they're roughly about 1/4 of an inch. And then I'm going to measure this, and we're talking just about 11 inches. So we're going to say 11 inches. Let me set this aside. So the part of the necklace that's going to be the focal, I need to figure out how long do I want my necklace. Do I want it an 18 inch? Do I want it a 16 inch, like a choker? Or do I want it somewhere in between a 17 inch? I could do a 17 or 16 inch and maybe do an extender. These are all things you have to determine whenever you're designing, and then when you measure, you take all that into consideration. So I've determined that I want a 17-inch necklace. So I need 6 inches of beads. And like I said, I want to use these turquoise chips. Now they're calling them turquoise. I know how much I pay, or how much these are if I was to go and purchase them. And they're very, very, very affordable. So I'm questioning if they're real turquoise. Now, they are a natural stone. I know that. But whether or not they're turquoise or not, I don't know. And one way you could determine that is you could use acetone on these, because they are dyed. It says dyed turquoise, which makes me believe there may be howlite that are dyed a turquoise color, which is nothing wrong with howlite. I like to work with howlite. And I could go get some acetone and just put some on here, and if it turned white, because howlite is naturally white, then it's not true turquoise, it is howlite. But you know what? I'm not going to worry about that right now because I like the beads. So we're going to use some of those, and then I have these shell chips. And I do know these are real shell chips. They're not plastic. Sometimes when you get this stuff, they are plastic, but these are definitely shell. All right, so I'm going to use those. And then I thought about using this and this seashell here. So let me move this over. So this would be in the middle, and then we would have these turquoise sea glass looking beads, and then these clear, or they're calling them white. And then I put some chips here, the turquoise chips. And then I would put some of the seashell chips. Now remember, I've only got 6 inches. Let me look at something here. Let me measure what I got here. Okay, I think we're good. Now I am going to thread them on this 20 gauge coconut colored wire. And let's see, what was this again? This is about 2.5. It's almost 2.5, and it probably will be because once I put these on, they're going to take up a little bit more room. So we're talking 2.5 inches. So that means I have 3.5 inches to work with. And see, divide that by 2. So it's 1 3/4 inches on each side of this. All right. So I'm just going to start putting these shells on. Who would have thought that designing jewelry is math? It is, though. Math and measuring. Let's see, there's 4 on there. Okay, I roughly am going to have about 6 pieces of shell, maybe. Some of these aren't wanting to go on. And I could get a bead reamer and make the holes a little bit bigger, but I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, so just FYI, when I put these on, there is like a rigid side and a smooth side. I have the rigid side facing out. So when I put them on, I made sure that on both sides you see the rigid side. There's on that side and on that side, okay? So now we're going to do these turquoise beads. Well, we're almost, let me go ahead and okay. I think what I'm going to do, I'll do some smaller beads. Because that was right at how much I needed, and I wanted more turquoise on there. A little bit more. Let's see. Okay, a little bit more. This will probably be my 1 3/4. Yeah, okay. So now I'm going to put the white bead on, and I want the pointy end to face the seashell. Okay, and this is going to go here. Which, I'm going to go see if I have a shell that's a little whiter than this. I really like this shell, but I think a white one would look better. All right, so I found a couple of shells. This one I think is going to be too big. This one I think is going to be just right. Now, it does have a little chip there, but that's okay. This is all natural. It's boho. I mean, we're using chips, so I need to make a bail for this, though. So I'm going to scooch all this down and go ahead and make a bail for this. And I've done this a lot on my channel. And I like the way these bales look because they have a little bit of thickness to them, a little bit more presence, and I just like the way they look. Go ahead and clip that off. Tuck it in the back here. All right. And now just put that right there. Oh yeah. So now we're going to do the other side here. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, I'm going to like that. And then we need some turquoise beads. I like those smaller beads. So let me get some smaller chips here. And I like using this coconut wire because if you look at these turquoise chips here, they have inclusions, and it's about the same color as the wire. So that's why I really like that. Even though I'm using silver chain, it works. See, a little bit more. See, how long is that? We're looking at a little over an inch. This is okay. A little bit more. Yeah, it's about right. Okay, now we can start with the shell chips. There we go. All right, I'm going to get some more. I think I had 7 over there. That's 3, 4. Come on. Five, 6, one more, see if that will be enough. I think I need a little bit more. Yeah, maybe Even though it's the same amount, some of these chips, I mean, they're not identical. Okay. Okay, I think one more. All right, let's see. Oh, how about that? 6 inches exactly. Well, that turned out perfectly. All right, let me clean my mess up here and we'll finish this off. All right, so we have all of our beads on there, 6 inches. So we're going to make a loop on each side, which that's going to make it a little bit longer than I wanted. So I'm going to make small loops here. You need to make sure that your jump rings will go in there, and I'm not going to wrap around too much because that just adds more length. So you have to take all these other things into consideration. Sometimes I forget to do that. See, and then what you'll do is you'll take your jump ring, put it on that. Whoops, here, let's do this first. There we go. And, oh, okay. Round nose pliers aren't the best way to do those, but it worked. Okay. So now we're going to bring all these back down. And we're going to make another loop on this side and finish up the necklace. All right, where'd my jump ring go? Here we go. All right, I'll make sure those are closed better here in a little bit, but I just wanted to show you this finished necklace. Oh, this came out so pretty. And there it is, all finished. Ooh, I like this. It's right up my alley. Beach colored, beach inspired. We got a seashell hanging off here. I got this when I was beachcombing in Cocoa Beach. We have some seashell chips, some turquoise chips, some sea glass looking beads here. I used a coconut colored wire to bring in the inclusions of the turquoise beads. We got some blue sea glass looking beads here. And we are all ready for our beach party. Now, I don't recommend wearing this to the beach, although I'll have to say, not sure how these would fare. These are seashells. This is a seashell. From what I understand, stainless steel is okay for the beach. Maybe I would wear this to the beach. What do you think? Would you wear this to the beach? Thanks for joining me. Y'all have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo signing out for now. Bye-bye.